Yoga is not a substitute for medical attention or treatment. Don't perform any postures to the extent of pain or strain. Always listen to your body and meet yourself with kindness and compassion.
Hi, good morning everyone. I happen to be camping in Japan in Ugusu campsite, and if you've gone camping before, you might know that after a night in the tent, the body tends to feel a little bit stiffer and different than when you wake up in your own bed at home. So that's the reason why I decided to record a short video that might help you when you're out camping. Great, we're going to start in a seated position. So right away, I want you to face your mat long way, just in a nice straight position with your legs crossed. And we're going to go ahead and just close the eyes, rest the hands down onto your knees or into your lap. And as you close your eyes, shutting down the sense of vision, the other senses become a little bit more heightened. So take advantage of wherever you are, the surrounding you're in, and take in the sounds that you can hear around you. And as you're breathing in and out of the nose, continue to notice the temperature on your skin. Maybe there is a breeze, maybe you're sitting in the sun, maybe it's a bit chilly. Just notice the temperature on your body. And then let's take 3 refreshing, energizing, deep breaths. You can close your eyes or keep them closed. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and breathe out. 2 more. Deep, full inhalation. Fill up your lungs. And cleansing breath out. Last one. Beautiful. Big breath in. And releasing breath out. Open your eyes and just go ahead and find a gentle circle around the base of your spine here. So going one way, just releasing a little bit into the lower back. Just a couple of rounds one way. And going the other way. Whenever you feel satisfied, come back to a neutral seat and then just move your spine in a wave. So inhale, push your chest forward, lift your gaze, relax your shoulders. On an exhale, extend into your arms, tuck your chin to the chest and round into your upper back. A couple more of those. Inhale, seated cat and cow here. Lift the gaze, create space across your heart. And as you exhale, create space into the upper back body. Just one more. Inhale, finding that opening into the front body, and then broadening with the exhale into the upper back body. Great. And then from here, we're going to go straight into a tabletop position. So we're going to go ahead and set ourselves down, hands stack underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, toes pointing back in line with the knees. And from here, we want to go ahead and create a little bit heat in the body. So extend your right leg long and back. Try and keep it parallel with the floor. Engage through the ball of that right foot. And then release the left hand forward so that you can come into a nice extension, fingertips and toes away from each other. Navel is active here, and then your shoulders are pushing upwards and outwards. Pressing into that right hand, take another full deep breath. And then see if you can bend into that right knee and take your left hand to catch the top of that right foot, opening up into the front of that left shoulder, and at the same time getting a nice stretch into that right quad muscle. Take one full inhale here. And as you exhale, release the left hand down, extend the right leg, and cross the leg over all the way to the left side. Tucking the toes under, you want to bump your hips over to the right and look past your left shoulder towards that right foot. Take a nice big breath in, hips lift. And as we exhale, give it a nice big opening push, and then release back to center. Open that right foot out all the way to the right side now, and see if you want to tuck your left toes under to sit back a little bit so that you can stretch into the inner right thigh. Maybe your hands can crawl a little bit more forward. And take a nice deep full breath in. The right foot is parallel to the long side of the mat on your right. And then coming all the way back up, we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So tuck your right knee back under your hip. Lift your left leg out long. Press into your left hand. And then release the right hand forward, finding that nice extension in your tabletop position. The more you push into that right top of the foot and the left hand, the better of a balance you will be able to have. Extend through the fingertips. Keep your hips leveled. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Bending into that left knee, reach your right hand around and catch the top of that left foot. Now allowing you to create space. It's a little bit wobbly where I am, so see if you can keep your balance. Push into that left hand and open up into the right shoulder. Take one more full breath here. And then slowly release the right hand down, extend that left leg and cross it over to your left side so that you can open into the left side body. Peeling your nose back towards that left foot. Big breath in here, push into the shoulders, into the hips. Beautiful. And then releasing. Extend that left leg out to the left side. Sole of the foot connects, toes pointing towards the top of the mat. And then maybe tucking the right toes under as you set your hips back. Reaching your fingertips forward, finding a nice opening into the left inner side of your left leg. One more breath in here. And then coming all the way back to center, we're gonna go into our first downward facing dog. So tucking the toes under, lift your hips up, push your chest back, find a nice downward facing dog here. It's a little bit windy where I am. Wherever you are, appreciate whichever environment you're able to practice in. Hopefully it's outdoors, but I assume if you're doing this video while you're camping, that's a given thing. So let's take one more breath here. And then look towards your fingertips. Take a stroll with your feet all the way up to the top of the mat, finding a nice forward fold. You can generously bend your knees here anytime just to release the lower back. Give it a little bit of a decompression by giving it a gentle sway side to side. Maybe your neck feels like it's a little bit tender, so you could give that a little roll. Transfer the weight a bit more into the toes to find and connect to the back of your legs muscles running along the back side of your leg. And then give it a halfway lift for a flat back. Lengthen into the spine, neck stays in line with the spine. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, just roll it all the way up. Root your feet down to rise all the way into standing. Once your head is stacked on top of your spine, lift your arms, lift your gaze, stretch out really nice and long. And on the exhale, hands to the heart. All right, we're going to do a few rounds of sun salutations with some variations just to wake up completely and to work into the entire body. Feet are hip width distance, hands at the heart. This is our starting position. Slight bend in the knees. We inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. And as we exhale with a nice long spine, bring the fingertips to the ground. Halfway lift, knees can be bent. Plant your hands down, step both your feet back into a plank position. First round, we're just going to drop the knees. Inhale, find that extension in the front side of the body. Toes are tucked. Exhale, push into the back side of the body. Shoulder blades round. And then inhale, lift your knees up, come back into your plank position, and bend the knees, push it back into downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Full exhalation out. One more of those. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. Beautiful. This time, walk your hands all the way to the end of the mat. Find your forward fold at the back. Lift up for a lengthening in the spine. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend your knees, spread your arms. Extend your spine to push into your feet and lift and rise. Lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to the heart. Right away we continue, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. And as we exhale, fold in half. Uttanasana. This time, bend your knees. Keep your left fingertips right underneath your face. Extend into your right leg and see if you can lift your right arm up into the air, finding a nice opening twist to your right side here. So if you're on your fingertips, your spine has more space to lengthen, and with a little bend in that left knee, you have a little bit more space to rotate open through that right shoulder. Take one more breath in here. And exhale, right fingertips down, bending into the right knee. Lift your left arm up, finding that same twist over to the other side. Enjoy your views. Maybe you're also looking at an ocean. And take one more breath in here to lengthen the left fingertips up. And exhale, take both hands down. Halfway lift, flat back. You may even slide your hands up the fronts of your shins. And then exhale, bring your fingertips down and walk yourself all the way out into a plank position. Beautiful. Now here, a little bit of core work. Tap your right knee down and then your left knee. And keep alternating, tapping both of the knees down. You want to really press into your fingertips and have the fingers spread wide. And you want to continue to push gently into the tops of your shoulders. And of course, your core is activated. Good. Let's do 3, 2, 1. And then see if you can tap both knees down. So both knees down, extend. Down, extend. Down, extend. 2 more. Down, extend. 2. Last one, down, extend. And push it back into your downward facing dog. Big breath in here. And big breath out. Awesome. From here, walk yourself all the way up to the top of the mat. Find your halfway lift, flat back. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, spread your arms, lift and come to standing. Rise your arms up overhead, lift the gaze. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Maybe with your thumbs at your chest, at your heart, you can feel your heartbeat. I can feel a few raindrops, feeling so refreshing. Just a few little drops on my face, and I can feel the breeze in my hair and on my skin. Opening up the eyes again. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Hands come down. Step your right leg long back into a nice lunge position. Important here, you want to stack your left knee over your left ankle, and you want to activate the front side of your right leg so that you can really push the feet into the ground and find that strong foundation through your legs. So for that, you want to lift your right heel up nice and high and push the feet away from each other into the ground. Let's take one more full deep breath here. And then as we exhale, drop the right knee down. Allow your left side of the body in the front to connect to that left thigh. And see if you can drop your chin down towards the ground. You can also untuck the back of the toes. Feeling a nice opening into the front of that right hip crease here. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Let the head be heavy. Let it hang down towards the ground. Exhale, release. Lift your head up with the inhale. Tuck your back toes under. And then from here, you want to go ahead and extend into that left leg. So now stretching the back of the left leg in a variation of a pyramid pose. Hands stack underneath the shoulders. Right heel is lifted. Keep pressing into both big toes, and then have a little notch of that right hip pushing forward so that you can fully feel the stretch in the back of that left leg. You may also keep that left knee bent if the flexibility this morning doesn't allow you to completely extend into the leg. Let's take one last breath here. Maybe lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. And then re-bend your left knee, and let's take a big step with the right foot into our chair pose. So big toes connect, releasing the hands, sit nice and low and find your chair. Awesome. Let's see if we can fire up the quads just a little bit by lifting the heels. And we're going to go ahead and squat down. Heels over toes, and then spine aligned over the hips. Now keep facing your spine forward as you twist with your upper torso to the right. Arms open up to the side. Big inhale here, hips pushing forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, twist over to your left. And inhale, lift the arms up overhead again. And from here, we want to go back into our chair, continuing to lift the heels. So go ahead, lean forward, push into your toes, lift up into your chair. Heels are still lifted. Take a nice big breath in here. And exhale, release the heels down, dive into your Uttanasana forward fold. Halfway lift, separate your feet, flat back. Plant your hands down, this time left leg steps back long, find your lunge position. Here you want to go ahead to make sure that you can lengthen into the spine as much as possible. Again, right heel stacks underneath the right knee, and then lifting up into the left heel, pushing the feet away from each other. Maybe your hands are even off your mat. That's how hard you want to press into the feet and to create a strong foundation. Let's take another last breath here. And with the exhale, drop your left knee down to the ground, maybe untuck your back toes. Allow the weight of your torso to rest onto that right knee, and then drop your chin to the chest. And by doing that, you really feel a nice stretch into that left front side of your hip. Maybe you want to give it a little knot here or a little shake into the head. Take one more last breath. And go ahead, tuck your back toes under again and begin to lift into the left knee by extending out of the right knee as well. Walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Find that variation of pyramid pose on your right side. Keep pushing the feet down into the ground, both big toes really rooted. Lengthen the spine. Maybe a micro bend in that right knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine, look forward. And exhale, see if you can lower a little bit more towards that right knee. Beautiful. We're going to go back into our lunge position, and one more time stepping the left toes forward so that they connect with the right big toe as well. Finding chair pose, lifting up, sitting nice and low into your chair. Beautiful. Let's take it one more time, a little bit lower as we exhale. Big breath in here. Big breath out. And then see if you can lift your heels again and come all the way into like a squatting position. And now you may use your hands to support you, or if you can, just roll back into your boat position and come to sit in your boat. Arms are reaching out towards the toes. Spine is nice and long. Chest and heart are open. Gaze is straight ahead. And we're just going to hold our boat pose here. So fitting to be by the ocean and practicing a little bit of core strength. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Fingers are relaxed. Maybe you can even extend into your legs. Maybe you can extend your arms up overhead. Maybe you have to hold on to the backs of the legs. That's also another variation that you can make in this boat pose. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. And then from here, let's go ahead and cross the ankles again, coming up into a nice straight seat. And we're just going to go into a little bit of a opening for the outsides of the hips before we close this practice. So your right heel comes in first, your left heel in front of your right. And then from here, sitting up nice and tall, maybe give it a little wiggle into the spine. Begin to walk your fingertips out forward, gentle pressure into the outer edges, pinky side toe edge of your foot. And see if you can lower your forehead down. Maybe you can come all the way down to the ground and relax. Make sure your hips stay grounded. Maybe you want to make fists and relax your forehead onto your fists. Just noticing a little bit of an opening into that outer left hip. Shoulders are relaxed. Give your jaw permission to be completely loose and relaxed as well. And then your breath is gently, without effort, flowing in and out of your nose. One more inhale here. And slowly push into your hands, rise up into a seat. Give it a twist to your left hand onto your right knee, right fingertips around behind you, sitting up nice and tall. One more exhale for the rotation. And inhale, come all the way to center. Now just lean back and cross your legs. Left heel comes in, right shin is in front. One more time, inhale for length and exhale, back down into the forward fold we go. So here again, flexing into the feet gently, pushing into the edges of the feet might help to keep the hips more activated, to give it a little bit more of a stability. And then you choose how deep you want to go in this forward fold. Keep your hips heavy and grounded. And then relax your head, maybe onto your fists, maybe onto your forearms, maybe you're here. All okay. Keep a softness into the shoulders and into your belly, and of course into all of the facial muscles. And slowly come back up into your seat. Give it a twist to the left, right hand onto your left knee, left fingertips around behind you. Sit up nice and tall, and then with an exhalation, find your rotation, your twist. Inhale back to center. And then just go ahead and close your eyes again. Stay in your seated position. As you close your eyes, bring your awareness to the crown of your head, into your forehead and into your area of the eyes. See if you can soften any muscles in that area. Scanning through the entire front side of your face, into your jaw. Maybe give it a wiggle, relax there. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. Chest is only moving because you're breathing in and out. Your belly is soft, legs are relaxed. Lower back, middle back, and upper back in one nice line, stacking on top of each other. Area between the shoulders is also soft and relaxed. Arms, elbows, fingertips, completely relaxed. With your eyes closed, let's take 3 more breaths here. See if you can breathe in to the count of 4. And exhale to the count of 6. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Last round, inhale. Exhale for your 6 counts. Keep your eyes closed, return back to your natural rhythm of breath. Keeping the eyes still closed, draw your hands together at your heart, palms connect. Lengthen your spine and then go ahead, gentle tuck of the chin to the chest, gratitude to your body, gratitude to the spot where you're at. Expressing gratitude to the opportunity that you have to explore different areas, to be out in nature, to connect, to camp, to spend time nurturing your body and your soul. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Happy camping, and until next time, bye.